gonna do a little HBH Repair and Service video for you today. That I just got done doing a bellows job on a MerCruiser. It was a Gen 1. They called them, well, they were Gen 1s. They were the ones that had the hook on the top of the drive. Like that. Okay. I've done several bellows jobs over the years and never had one where the bellows worked loose. This is the first one. This was a callback. The procedure was always wipe the inside of the bellows out with lacquer thinner or alcohol so that the bellows adhesive would stick. Now, I've seen several YouTube videos posted about people that do their bellows and they have a problem with the exhaust bellows falling off, and it's usually on the transom side, on the gimbal side. What I found out today was interesting, that I'd never looked at before. I dug into my MerCruiser service manual and found out that these bellows are impregnated with a poison. The reason they do that is to keep critters from chewing on them and ruining them, whether they're tilted any up position or what have you. If you leave them out in your yard and they're tilted up, there's a prime spot for a mouse or something to get up in there and work on your bellows and destroy them. Well, the book states that the proper procedure to clean that, and they make it a special point to be known, they harp on the exhaust bellows especially, because it's the one on the bottom, and when the drive's tilted up, it's the one with the most stretch in it, that you need to sand, basically scuff the inside of the openings of both on either end of the bellow that fits over the flange on the gimbal and on the drive. Okay, and you scuff it, you clean it with lacquer thinner, then you apply your adhesive. Because what happened to this one, it came back and the bellows adhesive didn't stick to the bellows itself. It stuck to the gimbal fine, but it peeled right off the bellows. It had no adhesion properties to it. And I didn't know that. So anybody that's working on a bellows job and they're trying to do it themselves, keep that in mind when you go. It would be a good idea to do the drive and the exhaust bellows both, because they're constantly under stress. And make sure that your flanges are biblically clean. Clean them up with the best thing to use is get some lacquer thinner, wash around the flanges, both sides on the bell housing, on the gimbal, and scuff them up with sandpaper, because you're going to have some corrosion. Get that white, knock that white corrosion off. If you got a Dremel with a little wire wheel, get in there and work around there and knock all that shit off. And then apply your bellows adhesive to both surfaces. Let it tack for about 10 minutes, and then work your bellows onto the flanges. Then put your tighten your clamps down. Now, those little clips that they use, you'll see them when you get a bellows kit. There's one on either end, and it's supposed to be for the bottom side of the bellows. I always thought that was to kind of get a bite into the aluminum after you clamp down on it, and that's not the case. That's a grounding clip, so that your hose clamps don't rot away, especially if you don't use an all stainless steel hose clamp. The automotive clamps, the banding is stainless steel, but the nut and the screw inside is usually regular steel. Okay, that's especially a problem. You shouldn't use those. But if you are using the all stainless steel clip and the all stainless steel hose clamp, that clip is there for grounding purposes. It's not there to hold the bellows on. So I was mistaken about that too. I always thought that was why they put them on there was to give it tooth to bite, but that's not the case. So little bit of information for anybody doing MerCruiser bellows that first time. It's just a piece right out of the MerCruiser manual. If you don't have a copy of that, you need to get one. Thank you.